Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the west gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh?
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does she know Irina and Gwyn?
We ran into them just before we met up with you. They were on their way out to an assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour pro baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take that personally. But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we? Hey! Hey!
Hey!
Yes? Wow. Open fire! Now! Target fireball! Shadow strike! When I hit hard. Side slash! That rifle's a beauty! Don't let up! Can't seem to get fired up. Roger! Get that adrenaline flow! Sliding slinger! Flame grenade! Side slash! Got it! Lay down some cover fire! What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless...
Unless... what?
This is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That's Senicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Senicula.
Think about it. Your typical Simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Senicula, right? Usually we'd find one Simius standing over 3 or 4 Senicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigens in the area. There's only one explanation. That Senicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Senicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep, and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid. The Tyrant designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in one way or another. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some Tyrants will actually register as low rank when you find them out in the field and engage them in combat.
But don't let that fool you. If a creature shows up as a tyrant, you can be sure it's got at least one nasty trait or ability to speak of. The system can't account for everything, though, so don't let your guard down, no matter what rank it assigns. Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
Well, alright. I'm game if you are. Count me in, Elma. Let's do this. If we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. We can't just keep running forever, you know? Besides, I'd never forgive myself if someone else ended up getting hurt because we just left it here.
All right, let's do it. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced. top of his hand.
When I hit, I hit fire particle! Oopsie daisy! Fire away! Flame grenade!
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
So I'm allowed to go loud?
Shadow strike. Now, melee attack. Move in and do some damage.
When I hit, we are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
What? You want me to do it? Now, there's nothing to it, trust me. It's easy. And besides, this is supposed to be your training mission, remember?
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
On any planet. Smashes the world! What shadow strike? Wild down! I toppled him! Close in! When I hit, I hit hard! Now we're in business! Take the attacks to them!
Now, my turn! Side slash!
When I hit hard! Yay! We win! Hope I didn't get in the way. I'm gonna go all out.
They're off guard.
Locked and loaded.
Stagger them with a melee attack.
Yes! I can stagger them! Wild down! My tough swinger! Close in! When I hit hard!
Nice! Move in and do some damage.
Infuriate! Slip edge!
I've lost my balance.
Catch me up!
I'll heal you.
I owe you
Good
one.
luck.
Pendant destroyed. Move in and strike.
When I hit
Nice.
hard.
Move in and do some damage.
When I hit hard.
Upper hand. Slice. Slinger. Appreciate it.
That one was a beauty. Don't let
Early bird.
Flame grenade.
That's what. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Now we're stuck in a
Tight.
hole.
So I'm allowed to go loud.
Move in and do some damage.
With the guns and cannons, standing across the man until we get
Slice. Pendant destroyed. Move in and strike.
Infuriate.
Stop.
Hey, lay on.
Now, melee
Hang in
attack.
there. We've got a way to go.
Let's keep it up.
Well, now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked her to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment. Whoa there, Itchy Trigger. I know you're just chafing at the bit to run out there and grab the world by its tail, but you need to choose a division first. Once that's all hashed out, we can get into detail about what your first assignment's gonna be.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akeloff and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty: protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigen that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out, everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, Prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, Outfitters. All of our ground gear and scale weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
Then it's settled?
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Hey!
careful.
Now what?
One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four.
Now then.
One, two, three, four.
I'm gonna go all out. Locked and loaded. Yes! Hit him again, Tony!
So I'm allowed to go all out?
Sliding slinger!
Not without my balance.
Nice! Move in and do some damage!
When I hit hard. Pushy, pushy.
Early bird! That's
Clone armor.
move in and keep the rhythm going!
So I'm allowed to go all out?
Can't seem to get fired up.
Sliding! We're up against a big target. Buff up now! Shadow strike!
No peace looking at the sky, troubles always all around, so we stay quick with the guns and cannons. Standing as long as you can until we get all dolls off.
This is wearing me down.
Help me some.
Side slash!
Yes! Hit him again for me!
Upper hand!
I'm finished. Well, hang put...
Where did they all come from?
Reinforcements! Watch out!
Yo!
Damn. I knew we would have heard from them by now.
It was definitely fighting something. But this damage, it's not the usual claw or bite marks.
No signs of the team. If they were eaten, we'd know it. So did they walk away, or were they taken? Right. Either way, they couldn't have gotten very far. Let's keep looking.
Hold up, Elma. Check this out. I'm picking up an Earth-based IFF signal coming from that direction. It's Pathfinder.
That thing over there, maybe?
It doesn't look natural, does it?
No, it doesn't. It looks like trouble.
And look at this. I'm picking up readings for other life forms, too. Multiple signals, moving around inside the structure. Elma, you don't think...
I think you're right. Look at their movements. They're controlled, orderly. They're definitely not wild animals. Now the question is, are they native to Mira? Or are they visitors like us? And if so, from where?
You think it's one of the forces that destroyed Earth?
Let's not jump to any conclusions. It's a big universe out there. Of course, we shouldn't rule it out either.
Should we call this into HQ?
Yes, but not from here. If we're picking up their signals, they might be close enough to intercept ours.
You there! Drop your weapons!
Stay calm. We don't want to provoke them.
Earth aliens! Surrender! Now!
They know about Earth? You may have been right after all, Lynn. Stand down! Did you already forget my first lesson? Fighting is a last resort. Our friends here appear to be able to speak our language. Which means we need to find out if diplomacy is a viable option.
You're right.
We come in peace, and we're willing to negotiate. If you have any Earth alien prisoners, we'd ask the conditions for their release. If you don't, we'll leave you in peace.
No negotiations. No conditions. We have our orders. All Earth aliens must die.
Do they we should weaken them just to be safe? Shadow Strike! Side slash! Sliding! Fire! Lay down some cover fire! Look at this sitting duck! So I'm allowed to go all out? Well, Shadow Strike! Well down! Attack! Close in! Side slash! When I hit, I fly! Fire away! Infuriate!
So much for the diplomatic approach. What's the deal with wanting us all dead, anyway?
Yeah, I wonder. They did mention they were following orders. Maybe someone higher up their chain of command would be willing to negotiate.
Sky's the limit with me.
I think even my cooking got better.
Lynn, can you give us an approximate location for that IFF signal?
Let's see. Seems to be originating from that building over there.
Then we'd better get moving. There's no time to lose.
Open fire! Now! Target in sight! Hit him again for me!
Got it!
Oh, so I'm allowed to go all out? I've got your cover fire. Early bird. Trash talk. Leave this to me.
That's how to evade. You can do it! Side slash!
I'm gonna go all out. Punch first. Ask questions later. When I hit,
Sliding slinger! Shadow strike!
trash talk.
Side slash!
Fire carnival.
Upward hand!
Infuriate.
Sliding slinger! Scream edge! Side slash! Shadow strike!
Edge. Get fired up.
Early
Good
bird!
job. Get that adrenaline pumping.
Nice! Strike moves from experience. That's true on anything.
When I hit fire carnival.
Side slash!
Flame grenade. Wildcat.
Shadow strike!
I'm feeling pretty good. Hang in there. We've got a way to go.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
The early bird smashes the worm.
My turn!
Fire carnival.
Shadow strike! Side slash! Slide nice! Move in and do some damage!
When I hit hard. Now we're in business. Take the attack to them. Infuriate.
Side slash!
Flame grenade.
Slide nice! Move in and do some damage!
When I hit hard. Yay! We win.
Nice work! I have to stay in this. Help me! Shadow Strike!
What's playing?
Scream Edge!
You two, don't let up!
Lightning Slinger!
Clone armor.
Now, melee attack!
Flame grenade! Hit harder! When I hit hard.
Upper hand!
Infuriate! Fire particle!
Shadow Strike! Recuperate! Nice! Move in and do some damage! Scream Edge!
When I hit hard.
Side Slash!
Now we're finished. Catch the attack to them! Let's make clone armor. Thanks!
Upper
They're
hand!
about to hit an all-time low.
Fly nice! Move in and do some
Flame
damage!
grenade! Hang in there. We've got a way to go. Let's keep it up.
They're all dead. You killed them all. In cold blood.
Fortune did not smile upon them today.
Nelson.
You filthy Earth aliens do not belong on this planet.
You seem more fluent than the others. Are you in charge?
I am called Glennar. I command this squad, Earth alien. Now it is time for you to surrender.
Hello, Glennar. I am called Elma, and I command this squad. If this planet is your home, we apologize for intruding. We crash-landed here after our ship was damaged in an attack by unknown adversaries. We were hoping we could negotiate a peaceful settlement in exchange for our friends, but...
Peaceful settlement. Your words are wasted on us. All we can promise Earth aliens is a swift death.
Elma.
Right. We tried. Looks like survival of the fittest it is. Fine then. Seeing as you know we come from Earth, I'm guessing there's a good chance we might have a score to settle with you anyway. Looks like we've got no choice.
Can't seem to get fired up.
Roger!
Okay, I'm getting this up.
Sliding Slinger! Side Slash!
Recuperator!
I'm in trouble.
should weaken them. They're about to hit an all-time low.
Nice. Move in and do some damage. Side slash.
When I hit hard.
Now, it's my turn.
Recuperate. Let's be smart.
Okay, this should tide me over.
Slip edge.
Sliding slinger.
That one was a beauty. Don't let up.
Side slash. Upper hand.
Chrome armor. Thanks.
Shadow strike.
Sorry. You guys, take
Early
okay.
bird.
I'm getting sorry.
Slide nice. Move in and do some damage.
When I hit hard. Now we're in big trouble. Take the attack to them.
Side slash.
Come on. Cut me some slack.
Upper hand.
This is wearing me down.
I have to stay in this. Help me.
Let's get on with it.
Locked and loaded. We should weaken them just to be safe.
They're about to hit an all-time low.
Shadow strike. Sliding slinger. Side slash.
Slip edge.
Upper hand. Sliding slinger. Scream edge.
We've got a way to go.
Level up.
We got him. Let's move.
My cooking got better.
The early bird smashes the worm. That one is a beauty. Don't let up.
Fly nice.
As long as they're coming to us. Open fire! Now! Come on! I've got your cover fire. Fire carnival!
I shall heal up first.
Got it!
Side slash!
Close armor, but not acid. Hey, come on!
Early bird.
Hit harder!
Sliding slinger! Tough. Touch me up. Shadow strike. Side slash!
Infuriate! Top! Close in! Well, when I hit, I bomb. Oopsie daisy! Fire away! Flame grenade! Fire!
Slinger! Scream edge! True on any
Some
planet.
slack.
Side slash!
Infuriate!
Upward hand!
Recuperate!
Shadow
Let's be
strike!
smart about it. Use an armor!
Sliding slinger!
Slim edge. Move in!
Side
Talent
slash!
is the best defense.
Now, my turn!
Assault hammer! Thermal payload!
Upward hand!
Possible.
I don't get it. Why would they be so bent on killing all humans?
Who can say? Whatever the reason, this is dire news. We should let the others know ASAP. Let's call it in and head back to HQ for a full debrief.
Roger that. And here I just started to hope we'd finally escaped all this.
Escape! Yes, escape! Tatsu also want escape! Friends! Friends, don't leave Tatsu trapped!
More Xenos? What should we do?
Stay back, Link. What do you think, Rook?
Finally! Dance of freedom! Tatsu thanks you!
Interesting. One of the vegetables is sentient.
Talking potato. Huh. I wonder if it tastes different too. I know what we're having for dinner tonight. You don't know it yet, new girl, but I'm a pretty mean cook.
You are mean! Mean and cruel! Tatsu definitely not potato! Tatsu explained this to dumb and silly Prone when they take Tatsu, but Prone not listen! Prone never listened. On Nopon Rue Day, Prone first set sticky feet on Mira. Especially Tatsu. Tatsu witnessed Prone abuse firsthand. At this rate, entire Nopon race in danger. Yes, Nopon are endangered species. So really, friends have social responsibility to protect Tatsu from danger.
Uh-huh. What do you think, Elma? Bake or fry?
Wait a minute. The beings who captured you, big brutes in armor, little pointy ears,
Yes, Prone!
and they're a more recent arrival here, is that right? They're not native to this planet?
Not native, recent. If friends want more details, friends must promise to protect Tatsu. Only then will Tatsu talk.
Right. Elma, you hold him. I'll peel.
Tatsu will talk! Tatsu will talk! Friends not get Noppon's sense of humor is all.
So if I understand correctly, this is your homeworld. The Noppon people are native to Mira. And then just recently, the Prones show up and quickly hunt you to the edge of extinction. Is that right?
Not just Prone. Prone and their nasty, evil buddies. Lots and lots of them.
They're buddies? You mean other alien races?
Other hungry alien races. They all gang up on Noppon. They do horrible, terrible things to Noppon. Someday, Tatsu will turn tables and eat them for a change. Tatsu has seen those eyes before. Hungry eyes, like prone eyes. Tatsu is here to serve, not be served.
Yeah, seriously. What kind of barbarian would want to eat this little guy just like that? We should take care of him. Wash and clean him, season him.
That's right, that's right. This is exactly what Tatsu is saying. Take Tatsu to your village. Wash and clean Tatsu. Season Tatsu. Wait.
What do you think? Take him with us?
He seems harmless enough. And he'd be a good source of information on Mira and the Prone. All right. We can debrief him when we report to Commander Vander. As long as he passes the quarantine scan, we can bring him back to New LA.
Right. Let's get that out of the way. All clear.
Then Tatsu can join friends? Dance of joy! New friends are friendliest friends ever! I know! Tatsu has special thank you gift for friends, for saving Tatsu's life! Tatsu will lend it to friends for free!
Lend? It's not a gift if you don't give it.
Give it away? For always? For free? This would be insulting to friends and to Tatsu. No Noppon merchant worth his salt and pepper could do such a thing! Tatsu is grateful, but Tatsu not insane!
What? It's insane to think if someone saves your life, you might actually show them some real... And he's not even listening.
Friend, do you ever get lost? Tired of bulky maps and flawed memory? There is a better way. Friends, this is your lucky day. Presenting Follow Ball! Follow Ball is #1 ultimate best super secret must-have Noppon item. If friends get lost out in wild, friends just follow Ball of Light to safety. And now it's yours, for free, to borrow. For now, anyway.
Really? Follow Ball? That's the best name you could come up with for your super special thing?
Meh, meh, meh. What would friend prefer? Fancy name no one understands so friend can feel smart? Now, time for Noppon Dance of Generosity.
I don't know. Is that thing really gonna be all that useful? What if it's a trap, or boom, it just blows up in our faces?
Ah yes, that reminds Tatsu. If Follow Ball get damaged, Tatsu need to charge friends full price, plus restock fee.
So much for Dance of Generosity.
Let's get on with it.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.